Shame on you people. But anyway, well, I'm glad you had fun down there, man. And you brought us back these little sombreros. These are so fucking badass.
I couldn't figure. There was a bunch of. I should have bought like 2 more because I wasn't sure. I knew he was gonna put that on his head.
Dude, I'm wearing. I can't move my head the rest of the show.
If you're listening, RJ is wearing the little sombrero on his big ass head.
Dude, my head is huge, dude.
It's there. Put
the shit back.
Oh, fine. You guys are no
it
fun.
looked way cooler on the table.
Dude, we got 2 little sombreros, dude. I'm so fucking pumped.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
Portions. No, not portions. Yeah, portions. There we go.
Something with a P.
Something with a P. So, with that being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 123. Yes, 123. 123 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. Jared, say hello to everybody. That's Jared saying hello. And today we are very, very lucky to have our good pal, Cheeto, visit us, join us, partake.
Wait a minute. What's that face over there?
Yeah, I mean, it's the way he pronounced it.
Yeah, I did say your name kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. It's Cheeto.
Cheeto like the chip. Hey.
Cheeto like the chip. All right. So thanks for coming on the show, hanging out with us today. We're going to have a great time. We're going to drink some beer. You already like your beer. Your Wisconsin beer. Don't show it in the camera because labeling problems.
I believe you.
But what we did get from our good friend Jared Smith are these coasters that he brought us back from Texas. Look at this. Pretty badass.
Even though none of us drinks Coors, but
we don't drink Coors.
It just has the shape of Texas on it.
Yeah, because we're real Americans, folks.
Why is my shit not loud?
So why is this shit not loud? Let's figure that out. But anyway, Jared, thank you for the coasters. Welcome home. You've been traveling a lot lately. So tell us, before anything else,
what do you want me to tell you?
How was Texas?
I don't know. I mean, don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
The Lone Star State, baby.
Lone Star
I'm
State.
assuming you saw a lot of guns.
No, I didn't see any
okay.
guns. But I'm sure they were around. No, that's what I was telling y'all. Where we were at was it's like a big resort, which is cool. Like, man, the food. There was like 3 restaurants there, and you can go to some restaurants, resorts or whatever. They have okay food. Everything in this shit was fucking good. Like, we went to this. It was a steakhouse called 18 Oaks in there, and like, man, I haven't had a steak like that in a minute. Like, it was. Was it taste the butter that they poured on there at the end, and yeah, everything was good.
It was orgasmic.
I don't know about all that.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
As long as you ate it.
As long as you enjoyed it.
I did.
It sounds like you did, but so I just it's not a bad word to use.
No, I was inside most of the time, but every time I had a chance to go outside, I would have went outside. Actually, this place has a water park, but it was too fucking cold for a water park. It was like 60 something, 70, close to 70s depending on the day, but I wouldn't have had time to get in there.
Did it look like a dope-ass water park?
Yeah, they had slides and shit. And
dude.
They have a lazy river going on.
Yeah, dude. Water parks are badass, man. I don't really think they get enough credit. I really don't.
Well, no. I mean, as you get older, though, you're not really into water parks and shit.
Well, I mean,
you're just into what's at the water park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So how was that down there?
Again, I was in a resort, so it was going to be all tourists for the most part. And I didn't really see a whole lot of extracurricular besides what was in the hotel. But what was in there was decent.
Okay, decent's good.
Yeah,
it's not bad, but it's decent.
But it's
what?
Nothing.
I'm just saying it's decent. Hey,
yeah, it's good. It's good enough.
It's good enough. All right. Well, that's the motto here.
RJ wants me to always give out like full details of stuff on the air. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah. I talk about my life.
Yeah, that's you.
Well,
I talk about my life too, but I don't go into full detail of the hour, the date, and fucking names of people who were there.
No, I wasn't asking all that. I just want to know if they were hot.
I mean, I was in a resort, man. Like, there's no. I mean, I don't know if you've never been to a resort, it's hard to explain. Like you're gonna only get people from other places, so you're not gonna get a real
No, I understand.
feel for what's in the state. I mean, and it's the United States of America. Like they're hot chicks everywhere.
This is true.
Well, I don't want to say it. That's the wrong thing to say. Let's put it this way. It confirmed my belief that I'm tired of this area.
Yeah, while you were away, Jared, you know what I did? Nothing.
The same fucking thing that you do every fucking week.
But
Hey, I won a couple games in Halo.
every now and again you'll find a hidden jewel.
Every now and then.
Every now and again.
But they're usually not from here, and they just got here.
I give you that.
They haven't been tainted by the DC area, the fucking rubbishness.
Their soul hasn't been corrupted yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, damn. What the hell is going on?
What do you mean?
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we do
I tell you what.
we doing exorcisms out here.
Some of these motherfuckers need it.
It's a shame. Shame on you people. But anyway, well, I'm glad you had fun down there, man. And you brought us back these little sombreros. These are so fucking badass.
I couldn't figure. There was a bunch of. I should have bought like 2 more because I wasn't sure. I knew he was gonna put that on his head.
Dude, I'm wearing it. I can't move my head the rest of the show.
If you're listening, RJ is wearing the little sombrero on his big ass head.
Dude, my head is huge, dude.
It's there. It's there.
Put the shit back.
Oh, fine. You guys are no
It
fun.
looked way cooler on the table.
Dude, we got 2 little sombreros, dude. I'm so fucking pumped about that.
I should have got more now that I saw because I when I saw them, I was like, oh, I really want one of those. Because then I started thinking we could put them on the
wall and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we can hang them up. You think they'll? Yeah, we can hang
well,
those up.
I think with these little clips, these might.
All right. Well,
maybe not.
Well, next week we'll have the little sombreros on the wall.
This will definitely work because it's 3M tape
sticking
on there.
So hold on. Okay, so this is a different one. It's the same company, but I have a variety pack. So tell me what you think of that one, my friend.
I will.
All right. So speaking to you and of you,
Yes.
Cheeto, what's going on, man? Tell us about yourself. And you can use that, the handmade beer opener from Africa.
Oh wait, you forgot one thing before we move. Continue to admire that.
So does that look like it was handmade in Africa? I love the silence.
I couldn't tell. But
He can't tell.
But it does feel handmade.
It feels handmade. Okay, Jared, we're getting somewhere.
It's from. I could feel it. I mean, it's solid.
All right.
Out of wood.
As long as you don't use the word girthy.
I don't.
Is it really girthy?
That's what we got to do for a bottle opener. That's what we got to do. It's got to be.
Look at the girth on that thing.
You gotta have a good counterweight.
I'm not saying this bad. What are we doing about this bottle? What?
No, because Jared, the reason I asked you that is because I've had it for a while. It was given to me by a dear friend who visited Kenya. Okay, and he brought this back to me, and he told me it was handmade in Africa. Jared doesn't believe that. He feels like he bought it in a truck stop somewhere.
No, this truck stop bottle openers or anything from a truck stop usually have like some kind of emblem tag or something at the bottom, something that says, "Hey, you were at this truck stop," or this
made
is from this.
in China, which the sticker. It's usually those gold stickers that they can just peel right off.
I mean, you could do that too, but
But why would he? Why would he go through the effort of telling me that it was handmade and lie to me about it?
Because he wanted to see if you could get away with it.
Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking call him. Can we?
You've been saying that for months.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
like you've been saying you're gonna clean up down here for months.
It is still dirty down here, and I'm talking to you, John.
And by everybody who thinks I get on RJ for cleaning up down here, like I fucking cleaned up most of the stuff, and I clean up my shit every week. It's just his little section over here that remains to be.
It's tainted.
No, it's not tainted.
Sir, this is my first time down or around you guys. I'm not judging. I'm not gonna judge. It's not something I do on my first visit. Just not doing it. Just not doing it.
All right, that's fine. You're more than welcome to. He actually, he was so polite. He was talking to my mom because I was still upstairs in the shower. RJ, Cheeto's here. Oh, sorry, Mom. Let me put on pants because I wasn't wearing any because I was in the shower.
I don't think that's the way you want to
And I was
Phrase
like, I was like, hey man, just whenever you feeling pansy, just, you do your thing. I'll stay down here and talk to your mom and stuff. And you know, we have something in common. I was like, all right, so we, you know, I was like, all right, cool. So I got to talk to her, and I'm like, that is your kid, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, you were on? Were you on time?
He was.
Yeah.
I know. I told you. I knew. I was like, he's military. He's gonna be there at 6:30, and I was still kind of getting dressed and shit. So
I was looking at when I got to 6:15. I was like, dude, I gotta go. And I had a drink in front of me, and I was like, Gino, we gotta go.
Were you at the Tortuga Verde?
I was at that place that you mentioned, maybe.
Yeah. We don't call it by its real name. The
Okay.
cesspool that it is.
I mean,
Nah.
yeah, I was there. For some reason, there were other people there that I knew and I've worked with, and the conversations, I don't know. I sat down, I was like, all right, I gotta go. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna join my buddies on this podcast, and first time, and they're like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. We're gonna talk about some everything, and I think we're gonna talk about something that we all have in common that we all
we
watch.
will. Did you do your job?
Yes, I did my job.
Oh,
All
you
right.
better can, sir.
You
better can.
dude.
Oh.
Dude, he texted me yesterday. He was like, "Did you watch it yet, RJ?"
Oh, sir.
Hey, and look, that was me.
I had a customer in front of me, and I picked up my phone. Yes, Jared, I did.
Look, I was fucking.
And then I lied and said it was
when
my
I
mother.
said that text, I think I was at the airport getting drunk.
Yeah, you're like, is it too early for a beer?
Oh yeah, I sent him a picture of a beer, me drinking a beer at the bar. It was like 8:00 in the morning. Or something.
Somebody walked by me. He's like, "That's why you're always at the bar, RJ. You alcoholic." So like, no.
No, I was like, no. When I fly, it's like fuck it. Like, why not? Especially,
Yeah.
especially even if it's work. Like, it's a travel day for the most part. So why not?
It's a travel day.
How long's the flight?
Well, I had a stopover, which
Okay.
fucking I hate that shit. But
like
it's
couple
probably-
hours?
It's like 3.5 hours. Something.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's why that's a good consideration to move, because then I would be in the middle of everything. So it would be like 3 hours to LA or 3 hours to California, a couple hours to Nevada, to Vegas.
Viva!
Not far from Miami. Not far from here.
Miami.
Like, so, and I don't go above. What is that? Interstate 15? Was it? Yeah, 15 is the middle range toward the bottom one. I don't go above that.
You don't have to. You ain't got to go up. You go where you want to go.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, Cheetah, tell us about yourself. Where are you from, my friend?
Hold on, but before we get there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You forgot to do something.
Well, I was going to get there.
What's that?
Oh.
Well, hold on. Well, since Jared's brought it up, we're going to go ahead and do it. Would you like to try a chocolate asshole?
Huh. Well, sir, I don't know. I don't know if it's my first time, and
yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's everybody's first time.
It's
'cause
everybody's first time.
We just got those.
We just got these sent to us from our good friend, who we will not mention on this show, John.
Okay.
So here, I'm going to open up the edible anus.
edible anus.
Yes. So
Right.
we are doing this to all our guests. It is the initiation phase
it's
here.
a
at the
rite of passage.
It's
now.
the rite of passage, and you are lucky.
Only for like 3 more guests. but-
Yep, there's only 3 pieces left. So, sir, will you put your finger in the anus?
I've done that before. Right?
Yeah, there you go.
I've done that.
All
before.
right.
Okay.
And Jared, can you please? Oh, the camera's on us.
Yep.
And
Wow.
Cheeto, please tell us how you like that chocolate asshole.
y'all a bunch of assholes. for it.
It's all right. It's the only thing that's uncertain on this show.
Oh my double goodness! What? What? I mean, the rimming on it seems like it's official.
I don't know if it's molded from a real asshole. I've already eaten 2.
Well, I see what you're into, sir.
Yeah, that's
But I'm not asking
that's
questions.
correct.
I'm just not asking questions. But I'm gonna try this
All right.
chocolate
Go ahead.
anus.
Chocolate anus.
Oh, well, can't say. I won't say. I can't say, but I won't say. But I'm gonna eat.
All right, go ahead. He's chewing the ass, folks.
Tastes like chocolate.
It tastes like chocolate.
I'm
there
glad
you go.
it tastes like
Oh,
chocolate.
I'm glad you just nibbled it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it tastes.
Jared, can we get a round of applause for Cheetos,
I'm
please?
glad it.
He gets this.
There you go.
Right?
right.
That's what we do. That's
right.
what we do.
And for the next two guests, there's only two assholes left. All right. So
Aside from
if
these
you-
two assholes right here.
Like, I appreciate you. You know,
All right.
just all on my tongue. I'm just like, that's what I
All
need.
up on my tongue.
That's what I needed. That's what I needed today.
It is pretty good chocolate, though, isn't it?
I don't know how to answer that right now.
That's all right. Don't worry.
I don't know how
You
to
don't have
answer.
to answer that currently. So thank you for partaking in RJ's Edible Anus Challenge. All right.
Oh my
Is that what
God.
we're calling it now?
So
I think we should.
John, that means you got to send us more edible
John, we
anuses.
like depend on you way too much, man.
Yeah.
I mean, could it be worse than COVID? I mean,
No.
because I definitely didn't lose my taste, so I think I'm all right.
I didn't lose mine, but my boss has been going through it for like 2.5 weeks now.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he just lost his taste.
Just lost it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he just lost it, but
Is he doing okay?
That would be
yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
that would be more than enough reason to say, hey, girl,
Yeah.
guess what I can do for you?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, hey, I can't taste a damn thing. So
Dude, you know what's crazy? He's not wrong.
I know he's not.
Damn, dude, that's like some genius top tier level shit.
But that doesn't stop what's going into your system.
yes, bacteria.
bacteria.
Yeah.
So you got your edible and you got your bottle of Listerine, and you kind of do it at the same time.
Ah, touche.
Hey, you know, like, hey,
With Listerine, won't that?
Like burn? Yeah, wouldn't that burn? Listerine does have a burning effect.
well,
Uh,
the
way my butthole works.
well, you're not feeling the effects.
no, well,
No, you aren't, but the person who you're doing it to is.
yeah.
Well,
If
these are the terms.
Touche.
These
right.
are the terms.
Either you
Like,
want
so-
it done or you want it done.
Yeah, so in order to eat ass, you need to pour Listerine into it. All right, so Cheeto, now that we're done talking about, just tossing salad.
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So tell us about yourself, man. Just just anything. Where are you from? You said you had something in common with my mother. What does that mean? It's like, no.
I'm not. See, this is why.
I'm just joking, man.
This is the way.
I originally. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
Nice.
Been working for the government for a while, so that's why I have some things in common with a lot of folks. Down to earth, not I see things in a different light. I always say I see things in a light that just don't seem right, but that's just me.
No, it's awesome.
Oh, jeez. That's why he's.
Right. See, just stab me in the rib cage, right? So I've been
What?
You gotta catch conversational clues.
Ooh,
Okay.
the clues.
Yeah. There was a reason why he said a certain word instead of that word.
Oh, see?
Oh. So, never mind.
I mean,
I'll try to edit that out.
it's good, but I've been, been doing this for a long time. I've been out around the world a couple times, so there's nothing that really surprises me about life, people, or just the way they do things. I just try to see if I can appreciate it or come to a understanding. Like, I get why you do that, and that's me, because I'm not going to tell you that it's wrong unless it's going to hurt you or make you like to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to see him again. I'm not going to see him or her again. I'm like, no, I don't do that shit. Because we, time to time we get to a place where like, man, love coming out with you guys, hanging out. Then you're like, shit, what happened to that guy? Like, man, this happened. I'm like, I could have said something. Could have said something, but I didn't. So that's why I come out and appreciate everybody. I don't judge nobody on the intricacies of their life or how they do things relationship wise, because you got to figure that you got to figure that out on your own. Not because even if I give you pointers, your brain tells you you're right all the time, that you know a way, and you know what? This is the way.
That is
An excellent segue.
This is segue. Man, I don't know what's happening today.
What is happening?
Man, okay, I lost my train of thought now. So go ahead, transition to what you were transition to.
I did it again. I've caused Jared to forget.
Conversational clues, brother.
So
we were not off of that subject yet.
okay, I just want to wear the little sombrero. So
See, I see what you're doing.
see, speaking of, this is the way.
That might be racist.
What?
No, him wearing a little sombrero.
Dude, is it racist?
I don't know.
Hey, leave it in the comments if you think me wearing a little sombrero is racist.
I mean, most people would see it as comedy, but you know the world we live in today.
You have to do everything with respect.
Yeah,
honestly, because if not, jokes, depending on the person,
yeah,
they do not rub.
Who are you telling?
They do not slide off the skin the same way.
I don't think we have a strong Hispanic viewership though, do we?
Some of the guys at work that listen to,
Are there any of them Mexican?
I don't believe so.
Why is it that when we say Spanish, it's just straight to one country?
I think, to be honest, no. Well, sombreros are from Mexico.
That's real.
That's why I was talking about.
And now I get that.
Okay, but
That
I
makes
think
sense.
people say Spanish, and I've really only noticed it in this area. They put everything under their umbrella of Spanish. It's like, oh, she's Spanish, but she might be fucking Ecuadorian or something.
Right.
But you go to other places, I think they have that understanding of there are differences, but I don't know, for some reason around here they just
It's the umbrella.
cultural context, I guess.
I think everybody puts everything until a grouping or a category, and they box it in because it's easier to box it in versus breaking it up into its own category.
Yeah, labeling shit the way they see fit. Like, oh, they speak Spanish, so they're just Spanish. Like, nah, son,
And that's the
not how it
thing.
works.
It's like, hey, there's categories for everybody. We're not all grouped
Yeah,
in the same category.
but maybe that's what it is. This area likes to label shit just because it's so much politics in it. I think they have to label it a certain thing just to make it, like you said, make them feel. It's more to make them feel better about themselves. I guess, I don't know.
Maybe. I
Maybe.
mean, that's a fair
that's-
assessment.
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Because, when people label, it's like, oh, yeah, easy category. I got it. I understand them. And
That's what it is. If they label something, they can they think they understand it
better.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Man, we're doing a lot of.
But that's not because everybody's different. I hate that. I hate being have a label put on me. Along with I'm not very good with authority.
Well, sir. well, sir. Did I not see that one coming?
Yeah. We were just waiting for him to say
I like
it.
to do my own thing. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Very aware. Very aware.
Don't tell me what to fucking do.
I don't.
I'm
I
not
don't-
talking about you. I'm just
nah.
saying in general.
So, and on that note, I don't tell people anything about me but my name. And then it's, human interaction, conversation, and, intellect, or just me trying to be entertaining, or just, hey, I'm here. What's going on?
Yeah.
And they're like, then like maybe day 2, week later, month later, I didn't know about you like that. I'm like, well,
like this guy.
I didn't tell you about me, but if you want to know, here you go. And that way, it's like the only thing you should know is like, hey, this guy, name, great guy. End of story. I'm like, man, I see you on the ground in the ditch, booty up bleeding or something. I'm going, whoa, that guy needs help. Let me make sure he gets an ambulance.
With his booty up and bleeding.
I'm not asking questions. I'm not asking questions.
So
what
you're-
happened to you at night?
Well-
I'm just not asking questions.
Well, that's a very good thing, because if I saw someone with their booty up and bleeding, I don't know what I would do.
That's why RJ wears his sunglasses so he doesn't have to see stuff like that.
I actually shield my eyes with a bandana. I'm thinking about buying a do-rag.
For what?
I don't know. I just want to wear one.
You want to wave up your wave
why
your hair
not?
up? It's possible.
Now, would that be racist if I wore the do-rag instead of the little sombrero?
No, I mean you can Google that shit. Eminem wore do-rags.
No,
forever.
that's true. I'm buying a do-rag.
And I mean, it's gonna mat your hair down in your scalp. I mean, you can comb your hair in different directions. You can get waves in them, damn it. You can.
Gotta buy you some what's that shit called?
What are we looking at?
The wave joint.
We were like S-curl kind of stuff.
I think it's called. Yeah, I think it is S-curl. Yeah, you got to get you some S-curl.
Yeah, man.
Get you some pink oil.
All right, I'm buying a fucking do-rag, dude. Let's go.
That's some thick.
Let's go.
That's
All
thick,
right.
That's a thick product. You put it on. It's thick.
Your hair ain't moving.
It's not moving at all.
So like glue.
It could be a hurricane hairdo, still in the same spot, baby. Still in the same spot.
Dude, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It just that thought just occurred to me. So I think, I'm not thinking. I'm going to do it. The dangerous do rag.
Keep going.
All right. So I know we all have something in common. Jared actually brought it up to me a couple weeks ago. He said we have a mutual friend that might come on the show and talk about Boba Fett. And I was like, okay, all right. And then he was like being super mysterious about who you were. And then he was like, it's Cheeto. Like, and I was like, well, I mean, you could have just said that.
I mean,
He was, I was like in the realm of like, who is this person? He had me guessing for like a couple minutes, and then he just told me because I couldn't.
No, I think it was because you hadn't even started the show yet, and I didn't want you to go over to him and start talking to him about it.
I wasn't going to. I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Okay.
Anyway, so this week, the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett.
Are we starting at the end?
No, yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying that. Let me talk.
Okay. Do your talking.
Well, I'm talking. So anyway, the last episode of the Book of Boba Fett came out. Obviously, there are 7 episodes, and now that we have all seen it collectively, obviously, I'm the last one to finish, as generally that happens. What I know what Jared thinks about it. So, what did you think of the series as a whole, man?
okay, so the series before they hit, I want to say before they hit 5 and 6, the series it had its path that I knew. I was like, all right, let's see where they take this. Let's see what Boba Fett's gonna do, and I knew he was gonna the area he was in. He wanted to take it over. He wanted to rule with respect instead of fear. And I'm like, all right, man, let's see what you got. Then some episodes in, I think we're at 5. Then the whole thing changed. I'm like, well, what are we doing with this Boba Fett? I didn't see him in this episode. Where did he go? And I'm like, you put my boy back in, then Jaren. And I said, Jaren, you're back, baby. I see you. I'm like, hey, it rekindled that Mandalorian flame. I'm like, yeah, we're back, baby. Best guard and all. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Then I'm like, at the end of the episode, I'm like, I didn't see a Boba Fett. What are we?
He had a cameo.
I'm like, is this his episode? This is his series. This is not his episode, though. This was not his. And that kind of threw me. It was a good episode, but it threw me like, okay, are we going to continue the Boba Fett? Is it going to be more episodes? Then the episode after that, I'm like, not really seeing that guy again. I'm like,
cameo number 2.
I'm like, dude, I said, man, they're just taking over your series. Not a bad thing. Still good material, but I would like to see Boba Fett do more with. There was a lot of the stuff with the Pikes, and that he could have been like in the background, doing maybe some undercover work, or even, doing like maybe going off planet, trying to figure out why the route is going in such a way. I mean, there were things that could have been surfaced, and just a little bit more could have dropped Boba Fett as a, that no kidding. I didn't need anybody else starring in my episode taking my shine. I felt like his shine was taken just a little bit.
I kind of feel a little bit the same, but I just thought about something. Granted, it was all the way in season 2. Boba Fett kind of took over a couple episodes of The Mandalorian also.
I seen that too. I see what you're going with this.
Yeah,
I
so
see
it's
where you're
actually
going with
very
this.
good.
I see where you're going with
It's
this.
a good crossover between the two shows. And we already have a background. Like, the first season of Mandalorian was setting up who he was and where he came from.
Yeah.
We already knew where Boba Fett came from. So this
Yes.
is just like, all right, what's going on with Boba Fett now?
Gotcha.
And I think I think there's gonna be more crossovers because this opens up the world for crossover galore now.
Yes, it does.
Well, maybe not in the Kenobi joint because that's supposed to be before all this, but
Yeah, that's coming out soon too. May, right?
yeah,
May,
it's
yeah.
coming out. Yeah, it's coming out real soon.
Dude, I hope it's
and
amazing.
then Andor is also, I think, pre all this also.
Well, I think even with the Kenobi one, we're going to see another. Was it Darth Sith?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see him again.
You talking about Vader?
Vader?
No. Mole.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Sorry about that. Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Is this the Darth Maul with legs or with the robotic legs?
I think with the robotic legs, because he got cut in half. Super good. I mean,
Oh yeah, because this has to be after that. But yeah, in the Clone Wars animation series, he came back. I think he had like 4 legs. He was walking around.
And I don't know if they're gonna try to incorporate that as far as, all right, this is canon. This is what happened to Darth, and boom, and include the mechanic legs, because once Kenobi hit him with it, it was like, you're a deli meat. Hey, that's a couple slices right on the sandwich. But never mind my food reference.
Food references.
My food reference.
The deli meat?
He's a deli meat. And
Oh, shit like that.
but yeah, we'll see how they do that. I still want to see the Ahsoka series or her.
Oh yeah, that's coming too.
That's coming too.
When is that supposed to be though?
Oh, I gotta look again.
Can we pull that up?
No, not so much when, more like when is it supposed to take place?
So
I don't think we know that yet.
And they were. I was listening on to a few streams about who saved Grogu from that temple or from that area he was in.
Oh yeah. Shit. I think I've heard some stuff, but I'm not 100%. I think they said Kenobi. No, he couldn't have been there. He was on. What's the name of that freaking planet? I want to say Coruscant, but I don't think that's it.
I also have to look that up.
Yeah, no, but so how did you feel, I guess, the way the series wrapped up with the the finale and everything?
I like the wrap up was good. The action was good. The Pike, the main Pike at the end, he didn't see it coming. He didn't see it coming at all. And I was like, ooh, we got Fennec Shan, just taking people out, no problem. And
that's what she does.
That's what she does.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
she
super.
does.
That scene was super badass, dude. I won't lie.
Hey, she's one of my favorite, characters.
Did the same person voice that in the animated series too? Was she in the animated series? She was new. I can't remember. I felt like I've heard her voice before.
She was in a few other series. Now we're talking like Marvel though.
No. I'm not talking about
You talking
her specifically. I'm talking about Fennec Chang, the character.
I would have to research that one as
Yeah, I
well.
would have to look it up. I don't see when it when Osaka is going to start.
That's all right.
They probably haven't even started recording it.
Well, as long as it's badass, that's all I care about. So
I think it will be though.
I
actually think it will be.
I thought the series as a whole was pretty damn good, man. I know that so obviously now that I've finished watching it, it's like, all right, let me scavenge the internet and see where people's heads are at with the whole thing. I always do that just to kind of gauge, like, I guess, fan response, so to speak.
Yes.
And to kind of compare it to my own personal opinion. And from some people, they were like really disappointed, I guess, with the lack of Boba Fett, in obviously towards the end of the series, or the season, or whatever, however you want to say that. And I remember when it was first announced, I think even the writers were saying it's like Mandalorian 2.5. Like,
Right. Right.
I still think it was a solid series. I enjoyed it. Obviously, the last 5, 6, and 7, they're all super badass episodes. I thought the last episode
still good.
was awesome.
That's still good.
And whatnot, and it just felt good. It felt like Star Wars, man. And that's
I think that is the no kidding feeling that they were trying to drive is the Star Wars feel of the whole thing. It's like no matter what series is there, we're trying to bring Star Wars back up into the lives of all, because it's like you got fans, you got the newcomers looking at it like, what is this? And I'm like, what? You don't know what that is? And even some of the references from Yoda, his saber, his lightsaber. We're looking at Luke Skywalker, his training, the way he tried to train Grogu, and all this other stuff. I'm looking at it like, ooh, I remember that. But that was when Yoda trained him, and even the speeches and some of the things that you see in the background, like I've seen that before. But someone with a new view of it is like, I like it just because it's set in as a futuristic kind of cowboy setting, and you're like, hey, this is Star Wars. Yeah. There's so much there. Now the thing is like how do you? Well, you're gonna fall in love with certain aspects, or you might enjoy it just all together. But you need good characters to bring that home to the newcomers that see it, or like me, I'm like I was always there as a Star Wars fan, but when Mandalorian came out, it was solid. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna keep watching. I gotta keep watching just to see what's going on. Gotta see what Din Djarin's gonna do. Hey, because the way I looked at it was like, I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold, and that's my line. That's one we give them. I was like, hey.
That is what were opened up to from the beginning. It was like, oh, this is some Star Wars, but yet new Star Wars shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and the guys who direct it or just write it and everything, those guys are
the writers. I'm all in for it. Like, and the last episode of the Book of Boba Fett was good. But there's a lot of people talking shit, saying that. And I think it's because of previous episodes that he's done. Robert Rodriguez, they're like, oh, he needs to be fired, blah blah blah. He did great on the last episode, but he also did the first episode. I wasn't too happy with that one.
Yeah.
But I've told you, and I think I've told you before. My favorite director so far. I mean, there's besides what's his name, David Favela, what I can't remember his name, but anyway, there's Robert Rodriguez, him. I think John Favreau's done one, or done some, and then Bryce Dallas Howard. She's probably one of my favorites because she did the Osaka episode in The Mandalorian.
Right.
She actually, I think she did 2 episodes, but all the ones she's done to me have been the best ones.
You mean the one where Din Djarin got the Beskar spear?
Yes.
That the one?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was her.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
But yeah, she's fire. Like all the ones she's done was fire. Cause she did what was that, episode 5? I think. Yeah, she did episode 5. I missed who did 6. Oh no, it was a Dave guy. He's been around. He was one of the early creators on the Clone Wars animated series, and then before that. Disney bought Lucasfilm, he was like one of the lead people under George Lucas. So he's been in the game for a long time, and he understands the Star Wars world. And that's the good thing that they've done is bring on people who are very knowledgeable in Star Wars.
You have to have some kind of a subject matter expert into the source material, because if not, then you're like, okay, you're stretching it really thin, and you're like, it's not working for me. For the fans, it's like, that's not gonna work, because there are certain things like movies when they take something that's already there and try to transition it into something new, you go, that's too far.
Yeah.
You went too far and it doesn't work. But for what I've seen, it's been working, and it works well.
Well,
So far.
It's been working the way they've been doing the series. Series. It's been working in that manner, but I think now. See, I don't even know this for sure, but I don't imagine J.J. Abrams being a strong Star Wars fan. I know he was a Star Trek fan, which why those movies turned out well.
Those are actually, I like those movies a lot.
But he did what, the Star Trek or
yeah, Star Trek.
Yeah. But I'm talking about he directed either the first or the second.
He directed the first one. I know that.
The first one of the new one
the new
with
ones.
Rey. Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't bad, but it felt a little un-Star Warsy at times to me.
Did you like the new trilogy, Cheeto? Of Star Wars.
With Rey and all.
I watched them all. I had to look at them for a second time and see where they were taking the story, what outcomes were happening, and who had power, who needed to be trained. I'm like, something feels off, but I was like, I'm still gonna finish it just to see where we're at. It hit hard when what's it? What's the guy's name?
Han Solo.
Han Solo. Oh my god! When he got taken out, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, that super pissed me
I
off
was
too,
like,
dude.
you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I thought it was like a joke. Like at first, well, not a joke, but I was like, this can't be real, right?
It couldn't be. And I'm like, so Han Solo knew what was gonna happen to him. He always in carbonite and all that greatness. Then, to survive all this for this many years and be taken out by your own blood. I'm like, oh, this is I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, I get you got the Force and all. And I was like, hey man, I've been battling people with the Force, and hey, you can get hit too. You can get hit in the chin too without a problem. But I was like, all right, well.
The one thing that disappointed me about the new trilogy, because initially when I first saw them all in theaters, because obviously
Before you get,
Sure.
you can finish your point, but I'll check out this headline real quick.
What we got?
Can you
Well, that kind of sums up what Cheeto was just saying.
For people listening, it says J.J. Abrams admits the obvious. Disney didn't have a real plan when they made the new Star Wars trilogy.
Well, so real
Thanks
quick.
for reading that, RJ.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted me to read it or
Yeah,
not.
of course, because people are listening.
Okay, well, they're listening, and you heard Jared say it, not me. So, no, with the new trilogy, the one thing, so we initially saw them in theaters, right? And obviously we're pumped because, we're big Star Wars guys. Obviously you are as well. Nothing wrong with that. I feel Star Wars fans are the most hardcore group of people.
The most critical for sure.
Yeah, okay, I think that's a better word to use. Very critical, and it's understandable because
not really.
you don't think so. Like in some scenarios, even with the new trilogy.
No, I mean, to be honest, motherfuckers, you're lucky to even have this whole world go on as long as it has. So
This is true.
Stop fucking complaining about little shit that doesn't matter. Like I've heard people complaining about Cad Bane. Like,
dude, that was so badass.
Like they were like, he doesn't look as cool. I was like, he looks way better in live action than he did in the fucking series.
Dude, when he was walking up in,
bro,
dude,
man.
I was looking at it. I was like, that's not who I think it is.
I was like, wait a minute, this guy. All right,
his whole walk is fire.
like
Dude, it's badass. Yeah, the guy's a badass.
you got people like coming out of the bar. I think that's the bar they came out of.
Yeah,
and you see this figure in the background just slowly walking in this desert heat. Like it's cool outside. I'm like, this guy just walking up slow as hell.
Didn't give a fuck.
Ain't worried about anything to attack him, swallow his ass up because they killed it already. So I'm like, who is walking up like nothing can touch him? Then he shows up, hat down. Then when he reveals his face, I'm like, oh, I've seen this guy before. Who is this? It was Cad Bane. And I was like, man, man,
Super
okay.
badass
I'm
in live
like,
action.
Does his
Yeah,
face?
he-
Okay, so in the animated series, it's a deeper blue. Okay, it's a deeper blue. Could they make his face a deeper blue? They could have, but they didn't. But hey, you're in the desert sun. Your face dries out. It gets light. All right. So I mean, you put some.
Yeah, that's good.
You,
Hey,
you
good.
put some SPF on it. You're probably great.
That motherfucker's hat in live action is fire.
No, it's great. It works. It works. It
Dude.
works. It does work.
Yeah, because I've only seen so much of like the animated series myself, but I know who Cad Bane is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And when he
I've only-
was-
same here.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen some stuff with him, and I was like, all right, he is that villain, like really villainy type person. Even like only the few episodes of Clone Wars that I saw.
Yeah.
But like they did this shit like
Dude, yeah, and then you did the reveal and he looked up. I was like, bro, this is fucking. I was
Yeah.
I had smoked a bowl before I had watched it.
Shit.
So when I was watching it, dude, I was like really tuned into it, and I was
So
just
you
like,
were.
I was just
So you
like,
were.
yeah, I was like, yo, this is sick. I was just so happy.
He also appeared in I don't know if any of you have seen it, but the Bad Batch. He also
I
appeared
watched
in
like
there.
I've only seen
I-
like 2 or 3 episodes of it.
Same.
it's a good- it's
two or three episodes.
I watched the whole thing. I
gotta.
I thought it
gotta
was
finish
good.
it.
Yeah.
I gotta finish.
I mean, definitely now you got to finish it.
Yeah, I mean that's fine with me, but it's yeah. So I thought he was super awesome for being like pretty much like the main antagonist for the most part. I know it's like the Syndicate as a whole, but him just showing up and it's like he has ties with Boba Fett.
Yeah.
He's like his mentor, right? Or to a degree.
He knew his father. They were all bounty hunters.
Yeah, I know that.
It's the bounty hunter.
Yeah, the guild.
Bounty hunter guild, pretty much.
Shit, so the Mandalorian might even know him.
You
possible.
know what? It's very possible.
possible.
Very, very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible. I'm sure because if you're in the bounty hunters guild, you're gonna cross paths with a lot of people, a lot of bounty hunters, because everybody's out for the
Shit.
pay, out for the pay,
Yeah,
out for that payday.
Fennec Chang,
Right.
She's a bounty hunter also.
And she was like, "Oh, I know you." And
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, I know you too."
Yeah.
Well, you, and that's the thing. It's like, well, once he met Fennec Chan, it was like, "Hey, you're gonna get a bigger payoff from him than you are from me in that episode."
Yeah.
And I was like, so she already knew that he already dishonored, or he went rogue, and from that rogue, everybody was like, "Hey," everybody knew, "Hey, we got his head, priceless. Let's get him." And I was like, "Damn, man, they coming after you. They're coming after you, Dinjar. They coming after you." And he was like, "Hey, I got this Beskar on. He got Beskar all around." I'm still trying to figure out. I'm like, "Well, you got all this Beskar. That Beskar spear was fantastic with you."
He got fucked on that.
And
He
you know
got
what?
fucked real bad on
I
that.
think that was honestly, I think that was a plot. Because that spear was strong as hell for no reason. Because it's Beskar.
Because it's Beskar.
And I'm still kind of torn. Like, okay,
That's what won him the fight against what's his name?
so you telling me no one
remember his
has
fucking name now.
no one has made a Beskar shield, Beskar long sword, Beskar short sword? No one's done that, or even a Beskar, paring knife.
I
Can
can
we
s- I
we
can
can do a paring knife with a Beskar?
I mean, if you're a true, if you live by the, what do they call it, the creed? If you
Yeah.
live by the creed, then no. Apparently, what the armorer was saying, like, we don't do fucking piercing shit. Now, shields, I could see. I'm sure somebody had a shield before. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, you have that extra layer.
Because she made the little chain link shirt for what's his,
The
for
chainmail,
Grogu.
the chainmail for Grogu, fantastic. I'm like, so you telling me? I'm like, no one else has thought about making this stuff for themselves.
There's more shit.
It's got to be.
There's
There's got to be
definitely more
more armor pieces, or because I only see her as the
She's armor for that little crew.
she's only the one blacksmith.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are the other ones? Because every blacksmith has its, I believe this will work, or I want to show my own ideas.
It depends on
Right.
if they believe in the creed. Now, if they're with like I can't come off with Katie Sackhoff's character name now. Was it Bo Darren? Not Bo Darren. What the fuck is her name? Katie Sackhoff's character. The the other Mandalorians.
You mean Bo-Katan?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan.
Yeah, I fucking lost that one. Yeah. So we don't. How do we know they don't have a armor?
They would have to. They would have to because you can't just have one armorer making.
No,
They'd have to be wearing it, right?
But I think that my point is
Right.
is that this is the one that he knows, and she believes in the creed. She made everybody else believe in the creed that's in her little crew. There's other Mandalorians out there, obviously.
That's real.
And I feel like we're going to see more of them come in this next one. I don't think they're all gone, but I'm still mad about it. And my other point that I was thinking about was the person who had the Beskar spear was not a Mandalorian. So, but the Beskar is everywhere. So you don't have to be a Mandalorian to if you get Beskar credits or you get Beskar like he was doing in the beginning of season 1. If you come across it and you know how to melt the shit down, then you can make whatever the fuck you want.
That's right.
And that's why it's so valuable. That's why everybody really wants that shit.
You can make whatever you want.
Yeah.
And we seen the chainmail. We always see the helmet. We always see the armor pieces. We seen the spear.
The Dark Saber.
The
Dark Saber.
The Dark Saber.
The hilt is
the hilt.
But I think I saw or read somewhere that the crystal is infused with Beskar. That's why it makes that color.
That's why it's dark.
Yeah.
That's why it's dark.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing is so
It
fucking
was like
badass.
it's like the Beskar, and I want to say I could be wrong on this. I'm gonna look it up here in a second, but I want to say it's dark, infused with dark force, the dark side, and Beskar. But let me look that up just to make sure.
Dude, dude, Star Wars is fucking badass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we sound like some super nerds today.
No, it's fine.
There is a lot of direction you can go with, like just from hey, why don't they do this? Why aren't they? And with Din Djarin and the way he was, this is the way. But he also found other Mandalorians that said, "This is my way, not your way. This is my way." And that's the thing. It's like, okay, so there's more ways than the way you know.
Think about it. They were on a planet and they got scattered everywhere.
Excuse me.
So there's different, just like on this planet, there's different cultures, there's different religions, there's different everything. If your planet got destroyed and you had to go somewhere else in the galaxy, you're gonna fucking hang out with whoever people you have.
Right.
So the armorer could have just been like, you know what? This is the way and how we're living. And if you find someone else, then here's the way. Here's what you do. Now you're a foundling. Now we're gonna teach the foundlings our way, so they can continue to spread it.
Right.
I think the armorer is an original Mandalorian. Like I don't think we've ever seen what they actually look like. Like apparently they don't look like humans. That's why
That's probably
think
real. That's probably real.
But I think
Because Din Djarin was a foundling.
exactly.
Now they, they're so covered, you don't know what's going on under that
Yeah.
armor. Or
And then that
anything
one
else.
dude is huge as fuck. She's pretty big.
She
Yeah.
shit. Oh, she ain't
Yeah.
she ain't worried about nothing. She's hitting you with her equipment.
Yeah.
Her equipment.
her what that shit? What's that shit called? Metal manipulate. I don't know.
Metal
Wielding
metal. No, it's a metal.
Tools, her
metal
tools.
tool. Yeah, metal manipulating.
Yeah, you know what I'm
There's
trying
a
to say.
word I'm looking. There's a phrase I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And she's like, I ain't got nothing to cut you. I don't have anything else, but all this stuff that I hit you with, it's gonna hurt.
You know what it is with
And
them?
I think that's Beskar too,
It has to be
because if you see when he hits her with the Beskar spear,
It turns.
Yeah.
It starts to melt.
it'll ting, and it'll light up,
Mhm.
but it's not going through.
Yeah.
And she knew that. She like boom, boom. She hit him with the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and he's like, what? And he's like, man, this stuff hurts. And when she fought people,
That's what they like. They like blunt force trauma. That's how they like
Oh,
to beat
man.
people.
Yeah, well, we can clearly see after watching so many. Man, I feel like I want to rewatch everything now.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah, like I got like this itch now because like,
But you might want to get that checked.
yeah,
I'm gonna just throw that out there, sir.
that's what baby powder is for, sir.
Baby powder helps itches.
I guess I know it helps with rashes.
I mean, you might want to throw some Listerine on them, damn it.
No, we're not
Some
putting
gold,
Listerine.
some gold seal.
And some gold seal,
Yeah.
gold seal, gold bond. There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
gold bond. That's what it
gold
was.
bond.
I
All
was
right.
thinking of the stuff that covers up weed.
Smell like reefer in here.
Golden seal.
So while Jared's looking that up, when I was a couple minutes ago when I was talking about us in the recent trilogy,
Right.
You know, we went to the theaters. You know, we're pumped because it's Star Wars. Left like, hey, that was pretty cool. And then you're right, you sit down and you try to rewatch them again and go through it, and it's like, I don't think this is really all that great. Like, I like them, but you're right. There's something about them that's off.
Yeah, it's missing. It's missing a lot of continuity. It's missing some things. I go, I'm missing some in between pieces that would probably be best right here because you skipped so many decades. People are already grown and all this other stuff. I'm like, I'm missing a lot. And then it's like, all right, so what are you trying to do? Are you trying to give me another couple, 3 episodes where they were kids and why they turned out to be the way they are? And I'm like, are we doing this again? We're messing up the way they was it chronological order of the series. I'm like, why do y'all keep doing this? I said, I can follow along. Thank you. I appreciate it. But it looks like you jumped again. You jumped a whole lot of time that I needed, and I don't like it.
They're filling in those gaps slowly.
We'll
get to them.
I mean, there's a lot of gaps you can fill. You can use braces and stuff. You can give me a crown and a couple fillings, but I don't need it all in different times, man. I'm just trying to get it fixed all in one shot.
Live action takes a while, man.
Well, and then I think the biggest thing for me was
figured out how
Snoke?
Snoke. Hold your thought.
Yeah,
quick.
sure.
So here's you want to read that? Can you
Sure. The Dark Saber. Okay, this is the Dark Saber. Obviously, we were just talking about
how it was created.
Okay, so the Dark Saber was an ancient, unique, black-bladed lightsaber created by Terra Vizsla. Am I pronouncing that right?
Sounds right.
The first Mandalorian ever inducted into the Jedi Order prior to 1032 BBY. After the coup, renegade Sith Lord Maul killed Vizsla in a duel and took the Dark Saber as his own, becoming the leader of the Death Watch.
Death Watch, which is a whole different story that we haven't even. The live action hasn't even gotten it. That came from Clone Wars and all that shit.
But that's sweet, dude. There's so much lore out there. It's fucking awesome. I love it.
But you gotta watch it. You gotta go back. That came from the Clone Wars.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm.
But there was a Mandalorian that was a Mandalorian and a Jedi, or that could wield a saber and still wear the Beskar, right?
Yes.
And the thing to me was, I'm like, so everybody says it has to be, a couple ways to be. You either Jedi or you're a Sith. Yeah. But I think I can be in between. I can be in between person.
That's I was watching one of the new Rockstars episodes, and they were saying the same thing. It's like we're starting to learn that there can be. It doesn't have to be just Sith and Jedi.
Right.
It doesn't have to be just Mandalorian and whatever the fuck or the Bounty Hunter Guild.
Right.
You can be where the fuck you want.
But and then that's the thing, it was the strong beliefs of you have to be in our group or you have to be in this group.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, do I have to be quite the way you are? Because that doesn't work for me in my life. I love my family. I want to be around them. Mm-hmm. I want to see life unfold the way it usually does.
Like we're seeing with Grogu right now.
Like Grogu.
Yeah.
And, even with when Anakin was like, he like, hey, I still love my family. I still want to see things happen. Can you keep my family safe? The whole their, who was that? Was it like the whole board or everybody on that that master board of Jedis were like, well, you can't do this. You can't do that. We can't do this for you. I'm like, why am I even joining this group?
Yeah.
And all you give me is no, can't, and no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is this going to make me a better person?
Well, first of all, that's one thing. Like growing up, when I was, because I'm old, I didn't see the very first one in theaters, but I saw the second one, Return of the Jedi. I saw it in theater.
I actually saw that in theaters as well.
How the fuck did you see it in theater?
When they re-released it.
Hey, that's what we do.
Sing,
Sing.
bing, bang,
I don't.
bing, bong.
Oh, when they re-released it, when they changed a whole bunch of shit, and then it was fucking whack. Yeah, okay.
I was a kid. I thought it was badass.
I know you were, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think me and him got the same age bracket in these diamonds.
Yeah.
So, speaking of ancient,
When I
ain't turning the dust around these. I'm like, just letting you know.
fucking forgot what I was gonna say now. Damn it.
you were just in the middle of insulting me.
No, I was already past that.
Oh, well.
It was.
Here, you guys want to take a shot real quick?
back
I already
to
took mine.
Yeah, oh, you already took your shot. Yeah, Cheeto, you wanna-
back to where you were.
I-
You were on. You seen it in theaters, and what you seen as a kid.
Cheers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Growing up as a kid, being like it was propped up like the Jedi is the only way. Like you can't fucking do anything. But I was growing up. I'm like, oh my god, I want to be a Jedi. Didn't want to be a Sith. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Sith are evil, and they made it look like everything is evil.
Right.
Yeah.
Because with the Sith, right, your whole skin color changed, your eye color changed, your attitude, your teeth even get sharper. You don't even file them shits.
I don't know if that is everybody.
I'm like, maybe just your teeth just fall out because you don't eat as much. You're like, oh, that's another one.
Too much
Hey,
power.
no, just like like meth heads, they just lose their teeth because they smoke the shit out. Maybe
Hell
that's
yeah.
how the Sith do it. Hey, we just sit around and we don't eat as much, so teeth just fall out. I didn't need those.
Yeah, but I don't think that there's got to be a way. No, because
There has
if
to
he
be
didn't-
there has to be a middle ground.
if
somewhere.
he didn't get his legs and his arms cut off, Anakin would have been fine. He wouldn't have looked like that.
Right.
Burnt the fuck up and amputated everything.
You think his eye color
Eye color would have changed. I think that is just part of
is that
that's the side of the Force.
basic dark side level of eye color change?
Yeah.
Okay, even with that. Okay, so even with physical changes,
Mm-hmm.
you still have your mind and your heart. You feel me?
Okay,
You still have your mind and your
I
heart.
see what you're saying, but I would counter that with shit. Thinking about, okay, so if you're a priest, I'm gonna stick with priests because it goes with what I'm saying. If you become a priest, you are subject to
A code.
being locked down, and you can in a code, and you can only do certain things. Humans are not designed to do that. You know what I'm saying? We have to be, I don't want to say free. I want to be able to express ourselves and not be restricted in every aspect. The Jedi Order restricts people. It's the same way.
It's a restriction.
Yeah.
It's a restriction.
So there's going to be people who are going to lash out or going to do things that they're not supposed to because they're hindered. They're not able to do what they feel they need to do. So I think that's what, and the reason I chose priests for obvious reasons. These people are suppressed. So then what happens is they end up doing things to people who is in their area they can take advantage of. And I'm not going to say exactly what it is. We all know what happens with priests. But
Well, that's a left
I'm
turn.
equating that to the Jedi Order in a way. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the Sith. Now, they're too fucking free to do whatever the fuck they want. So then they just like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking take as much power as I can. I don't know, politicians, corporations, I'm gonna take as much power as I can, and I don't care who it fucking hurts.
Okay. Yeah.
So that, for me, those are two parallels that Star Wars has mimicked throughout the years. And I love the Sith. Don't get me wrong.
The Sith are badass, dude.
I would rather be like a Mace Windu and be in the middle.
But you don't see the party Sith.
Well,
Party Sith.
Are there party Sith? There's only two of them.
I'm saying that you don't see that Sith that's like, man, I ain't got to do nothing. Hey, I ain't got to wake up and do a job. You know, I'm just drink all day. Dude, hey, I'm you know,
Oh goddamn, Mark!
you know, I'm in here in these areas where you know everything free flows just the way I like it, and you don't see that guy. You don't see that guy. You're just like, hey, I'm just trying to make sure you don't live through the day. Kind of Sith, you know, that guy, but you don't see a medium where it's like
There's medium. That's the gray. Like
it's some gray there,
Yeah.
and the gray is like, all right,
no, I'm saying there's a gray. Like Mace Windu was considered a gray Jedi. I guess that's what. But
because he went into his emotions,
well, yeah, and he's used part of the dark side.
dark side too,
Just yeah.
and that's the thing. It's like okay, but the thing is, Maze couldn't be the only person that dove into it and not become a complete Sith.
And guess what? He was also on the Jedi Council.
And he was.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Okay, back. So yes, the council was so like you can't
do whatever the fuck you want.
You are not worthy of the council. You ain't this. I'm like, man, you beating this boy down so hard. What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think of that? Like, if you're on the Jedi Council,
Yeah.
and you see somebody that's not worthy, it's like, how can I make you worthy? How can I make you understand these? Like, instead of hitting you with the elbow drop so hard, how can I make you understand what we're doing and where we're going? If you can't give me any history or any teaching, don't teach me at all. Let me go.
Yeah, there was just a lot of sayings like fear will lead to hate and hate will lead to fear. Like, nigga, don't tell me no bullshit. I don't need
Little green
philosophy.
man.
Yeah, I don't need philosophy. I need facts.
Yeah, you need facts. Because as a kid, you're like, okay, you can influence me. I've already lived a hard life on my planet, making sure me and mom eat. I mean, daily. I'm making money, so we eat. I'm the one making the money.
Mhm.
As a kid, mom, hey, love you, mom. Hey, this is what we got for today. We can eat again. Blah blah blah. And now you take me off planet, telling me I'm wrong. I'm like, whoa, I've been surviving, baby. I've been surviving for this whole time. Now you telling me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Dude,
That's true. You know, I just while you were saying that, I just came up with I guess it would be a parallel. So Anakin as a kid, even though he went through everything he went through,
Right.
he ended up choosing to go to the Jedi, to become a Jedi.
He did. Well,
No.
I mean, he didn't choose it.
No, he did. He didn't have to leave.
You're right. I see where you're going with this. Okay.
So he chose to go to be a Jedi
Mhm.
and learn to be a Jedi under Obi-Wan. They weren't going to train him at first because they were like, he's got fear or whatever the fuck their excuse was.
he's tainted.
And he was too old.
Well, not tainted.
That's what it was. He was too old.
He was too old too.
But then
The Force was strong with him.
the Force was strong with him. But then now you have Grogu, and Luke gave him the Ahsoka was saying he too old for the.
You're definitely too old.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, and
For-
they
for
lived
his-
for 900 years.
For his species.
For his species,
Woo.
yeah, he was too old, and he had the trauma already that was going through him. So
Right.
they were like, "Well, I don't." Well, she said, "I'm not going to train him," because she had already seen it through Anakin,
Yeah.
and then so she was like, "I'm not going to train him." Then, so then Luke gave him the choice. He was like, "You can either go back to your Mandalorian friend, or you can and suppress all the and whatever, or you can be a Jedi and you might not ever see him again." because you got to repress all your love for everybody, which is it's dumb.
You know what? And that's what gets me with that piece.
But he chose the other way. So I'm interested to see what the other that was what I was trying to get to. I took a long route to it.
All right, cool.
But he chose to go back to the Mandalorian and not choose the Jedi.
Right. Okay, so what the Jedi tells you to hold off, close everything up because it leads to the dark side, right? We've been, the way evil gets pushed into the dark, or the way light hits is, the words like love conquers all. Love is timeless. It doesn't have a set place. And then you tell me, shut it off, shut that love off, and follow our way. And I'm like, well, isn't love supposed to bring the light, shut out the evil? And you telling me
definitely the opposite.
And you telling me love.
It is a little weird.
You tell me love is my cripple.
Yeah,
that cripples me. That is my kryptonite. I'm like, and I'm looking at. I'm like, so many variations, so many movies that said how love is timeless. That love goes past time and bonds and all this stuff. I can wake up 2,000 years later. I can still love that one person. My heart still goes in for that person, even though they've went through some kind of change, and I'm like, I still find them somehow. But you're telling me, as a Jedi, you'll cut that shit off. That's not real for us.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the priest. But it goes back to the priests and the Catholic Church type thing. I'm not attacking the Catholic Church.
Why
are you attacking the Catholic Church, Jared?
Oh my God! So
religion.
But I'm attacking you. You just fall asleep over there.
I was not. I was not falling asleep. Hold on. Let's clarify that real quick.
What?
I was like meditating as if I was Luke Skywalker.
Right? Oh, is that what you were doing?
That's exactly what I was doing.
That's what we do.
That's what I was doing.
I looked over and through his glasses, all I saw was this.
We look around these damn.
I was thinking about this edible anus. All right.
Now you're Uncle Luke. Now you're Uncle Luke around here.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm just regular Luke, but you Uncle Luke right now. Let me see you. Like.
So did you guys? Since we're so passionate, I know. Well, we can move on to other things or whatever it is.
This is going to be the Star Wars episode.
Dude, it's definitely the most Star Warsy episode we've ever had. Okay.
I mean, we keep going,
man. We for sure.
So, when you were growing up, I'm assuming, and I know both of you did, you guys had lightsabers, right?
No.
You didn't have a lightsaber?
I didn't have a lightsaber.
Dude, we didn't have Dog,
actually,
I'm getting you a lightsaber.
No,
dude, I want a real one though. I don't want that.
Dude,
bullshit.
Here, Google it. See if we can see what the price of them are.
It depends. It depends.
I'm going to Disney World and get my shit.
It depends on the manufacturer. It probably depends on the manufacturer. Honestly,
no, but we need like
real. I've seen some 600, 800. I've seen
really
for real, like a good replica.
Them shits,
like with the hilt.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, you might find the one that can actually cut a person in half. But I'm not.
I don't know about that. But I mean, no. Now I take that. But I can find videos of people that have built plasma. They're like plasma.
The plasma saber, right?
But it's still a lightsaber.
Oh, dude, look at those. That looks fucking sick. Hold on.
Like the $80 one is sick. No, you're tripping.
No, well, I didn't see the price on it, but it still looks good.
I've seen some that I want. I'm like, I'm not paying $600 for.
Oh, that is a bit outrageous. Sorry. I mean, we're diehard fans, but that's like super. You gotta have to have like extra money laying around. Here, let's see. Look at that. That one's
I gotta switch the screen so people.
Yeah, here. Let's say. Let me lift my glasses up a little bit. Well, the only reason. So, did you have like toys? Did you have like a X-wing or an AT-AT or a chicken walker or a TIE fighter?
A chicken walker.
Yeah, I used to call them chicken walkers.
What you call me, motherfucker?
Well, you call me a chicken walker?
That does sound like a racist term, doesn't it? Hey, look over there, a
chicken walker.
Dude,
and
damn,
that's probably why I haven't come on this show. We're talking about walking chicken.
Dude. Dude, I would totally tell you to make that the name of the episode, but we'll get canceled.
No, we won't.
All right.
Not for that.
Off of chickens. Off of chickens. We got to be.
You already said fucking the lightsaber or the little sombrero shit.
They're little sombreros. Here, I'm putting it on my head again.
It's what it is plus the size. And
Wish you had
that
put the
makes
blue
it,
one on.
it is descriptive. That's what we're doing. Descriptive.
I am describing the
Describe.
little sombrero.
Take it off.
All right, fine.
That's what we're doing.
No fun.
That's why we're hanging them because I'm
Why? Because
not gonna sit next to you every week when you
Well, I'm
fucking
putting on a
wearing a sombrero.
Well, if you would have brought me a real sombrero, Jared.
motherfucker.
Whoa.
Okay, here
Whoa,
we go.
sir.
Here we go.
I mean,
This motherfucker wanted me to bring multiple large sombreros on my fucking plane ride back.
wait a minute. You want to get mariachi in this place? I mean,
All right.
That is not even.
I know. It's relax.
That's not even a Mexican. Mariachi is Mexican.
mariachi.
La Bamba is like, wasn't that Cuban or something?
I think so. I'm almost positive you're right. Because Ricky Ricardo used to do it.
We have to check into that reference. I'm not gonna push the.
I don't
Push the
think La
answer out.
Bamba.
Okay,
I
but
don't think La Bamba comes from Mexico.
No, I think Jared's right. I think he's correct.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that
But
up.
I am a white person. I know nothing. So
You know,
did
just
have-
because you're
You
white
know
doesn't
what?
mean you
You
don't
know
want to
what?
educate yourself.
and
Don't
you know
use
what?
that.
That's
It's a joke.
You know, I think like
So did you have like action figures or anything like that? I was Darth Vader for Halloween one year, dude.
I had GI Joes, real. I had GI
GI
Joes.
Joes were pretty. You know, GI Joes were something I wasn't overly into as a kid.
That's because you're not our age.
I
sir.
know, I understand that, but no, I knew some people that were my age, but for me, like it just wasn't
All right.
my thing.
So
man.
I was GI Joes, He-Man. I was He-Man for a while, but when the Ninja Turtles came
Oh, yeah,
out,
Ninja
Oh,
Turtles
I
is
was-
a whole different world.
I was
dude.
a whole new. I'm like, damn it! I'm like, you know, it's Ninja Turtles.
Did you have the Technodrome?
No, I haven't. I built it.
You
I
built
bu-
one,
I built it out of Legos.
dude. That's sick, dude.
That and the turtle van out of Legos. So my sisters had Barbies. I had turtles, right? Somehow the Barbies got their heads shaved off, and you know, like
Yeah.
they look like, you know, beat down in the alley, like makeup all smeared on their face. I'm like, what are y'all doing to these Barbies, man? Y'all are killing these
Oh,
Barbies.
dude, pull up the turtles. Oh, dude.
So I built
Vintage.
that out of Legos. I built that out of Legos. Had a door that dropped down and everything like that. Had the window. I mean, I built it. I built it out of Legos. And I tell you, you know, I always so I had to build Barbie a car and stuff for. It was like the turtle sat in the passenger seat and the Barbie sat in the driver's seat. I'm like, I don't know, y'all legs are really long. I'm like, I'm gonna build more of this shit. But the turtle van, the inspiration was there hands down. So I could picture in my head. I knew where the wheels were gonna be and all this other stuff. And I made it.
Dude, look at that.
And it worked.
Party wagon,
And it worked.
1987. Look at that vintage shit. We were looking at the Power Ranger flip heads last week.
Well,
You know what the flip heads were?
I remember.
Yes.
I remember.
All right, high five, Cheeto. Wait, hold on. I sneezed in my hand earlier.
Oh,
Hold
you
on.
sneezy
Yeah,
bastard.
yeah, yeah.
See,
Are you bringing up
now
the
you
half Transformers again?
Now you're trying to get me
They're
sick.
not half
By the-
Transformers.
Somebody
okay?
commented on the YouTube channel about that. By the
Wait a
way,
minute. You mean? Wait a minute. Half Transformers?
No, well, Jared didn't know what a flip head was.
So they also had that in the He-Man phase too.
See, I don't think I had any He-Man.
No,
toys.
have that.
they had a flip. So they chest flip instead of their heads
I just had
or the battle damage.
I had He-Man. Oh, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, but the Transformers had that shit too.
The flip the head.
Can
and
you
the
try to
battle
find the,
damage.
No, the
Technodrome?
crash cart. Remember the crash cart? Like you crash into them and it flips
Yes.
into the damage. I had those. But the He-Man joint I had was when he was changed into He-Man. He wasn't Prince Adam,
Right.
and the fucking tiger was whatever the Battle Cat.
Battle Cat.
Yeah,
Battle Cat.
it- but when he was in Battle Cat, and I had
Cringer?
the saddle and all that shit. Fucking I had a He-Man shit. I had Skeletor. I had all that shit.
Hey, had the dual sword. You put them together, and Power Grace go around them damage.
Are you a Voltron guy at all?
The power.
I know about the blazing sword.
Yeah.
Blaze them damage. Hey,
Voltron was a little bit before he.
Voltron
Yeah.
is my. Hey, the
Dude,
five lions.
Yeah, dude.
Voltron's
Voltron's
my
my shit, dude.
I enjoys me some. Now the only thing is, okay, so when I look up, trying to find the five lions. So they're the current five lions. The way they look, it's kind of they rounded stuff off, so I don't like that. So I went back to look for the old Voltron, and I looked at, let me get the originals, put them together. I'm like, how much? I was like, oh, sir, no, I don't know if
The originals?
I'm gonna have to get a lion eat like a month at a time because this ain't working. Because the price is just
So
like,
when I
too
was
crazy.
when I was a kid, finding the original like a Voltron toy, like a set where the lines were separate, was almost impossible. Like, I'm dead serious. I looked for it for I feel like years, and then I went to go visit my grandmother up in Pennsylvania. Had the KB toys in her mall and everything.
KB,
Yeah, taking
Man,
it back.
dude.
Yeah,
A lot of the toy stores of our time,
they're all gone.
they're gone.
Yeah, I
so
I
gone.
am a Toys R Us kid.
Even Toys R Us.
Yeah, I am a Toys R Us kid.
I sung
don't have a problem
that
saying
song like a couple days ago in real life.
You know what?
I ain't
took
playing
over?
with you.
You know what took over is fucking department stores like Walmart. Because you can get everything you can get in a regular toy store in Walmart or online.
It doesn't have that feel.
But
though,
the toy,
man.
the toy,
I hate that.
the
To
toy,
a kid, it does.
the toy companies are still pumping out the toys.
Oh yeah, but
They're still
'cause you
pumping
can
out
order
the
them
toys.
online.
You can order them online, but they won't. But there is no hub, or no actual. This is a toy store. This is a toy section, but not a toy store.
Maybe in New York they still have some.
It's possible.
Nah,
It's
but
possible.
the feel of a toy store, man, is like. I know we're adults. I get it, but like as a kid, it's just like it's like a wonderland, dude. It's just like a wonderland. So honestly, doing all this, can you look up one more thing real quick, if you don't mind, Jared?
What?
What I was gonna say, can you look up the original Voltron toy, please?
We
If you
did
don't.
that last week.
No, we looked at the Transformers and Power
We did
Rangers.
Voltron also.
Did we do Voltron?
No, we didn't do
We
Voltron.
did Voltron.
No,
I'm telling you, we did
You-
Voltron.
you like Voltron, huh?
Oh, dude, I fucking love Voltron, dude.
I mean, you got the set.
Yeah,
Man,
we looked this
That
up.
dude right there.
He looked just like the fucking goddamn.
Damn,
I'm
dude, look
sure
at that.
it's-
Just like the fucking Power Rangers shit.
Yeah, the Megazord. Yeah.
That joint like 3 feet.
Damn, dude, that shit is $700 fucking bucks, dude.
Yes.
It's the original.
Hence why I said
One line at a time, dude.
one lion at a time.
Dude, that thing is so badass, though. If I'm ever
And
rich.
it won't even be released till February.
To the end of the month.
Because
Yeah.
that's made of metal, not plastic. It's all metal. All the
I
toys
would be
back then were made of metal. Aluminum metal. It was.
Man,
metal.
that thing is... So, all this toy talk the last 2 weeks, I'm going to have to start collecting shit again. I just absolutely have to.
He's gonna waste his money, ladies
Like-
and gentlemen.
I'm not wasting my money. It's a collector's item. But with that being said, I am a collector's item. Jared is a collector's item. Cheeto is a collector's item. A vintage one, in fact. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen,
What just happened to me?
what? Nothing. I just called you vintage, which is another word for old, sir.
What just happened to me?
Oh, you bastard.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Thank you for listening to episode 123. 123 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist, and Cheeto. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. I know you'll be back, man, so we can talk some more S and, more nerd lore.
S.
What? What
Some
was
more
that?
S.
What?
Well, some more shit, like,
Oh, all right.
No, come
When
on.
the fuck did you become PC, motherfucker?
I'm not politically correct.
Oh shit.
By far.
Apparently, I'm racist because of little sombreros. I'm putting it on.
You're some everything. I'm just
Put
gonna
the
say that
sombrero
out
back.
loud.
Put
Just
the sombrero down.
you're no fun. So what is fun, folks, is when we see you guys next week, and the next suspecting victim is gonna take RJ's edible anus challenge. So as always, please,
Oh, hold on, we got that. Shit.
yeah,
Wait a minute, we're hitting the button.
yeah. Well, he's hitting the button. As always,
can't- oh,
like, share,
There it is. There.
Yeah.
You bastard. There it is. There it is.
As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, be safe, and we will see you guys next week. And I guess that's it, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Hell yeah.
Star Wars episode.
We out.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist